Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Abe with MysticGenMara.com, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho. And tonight, whenever you happen to be seeing this, I would like to offer your mid-year elemental reading for the element of water. Sorry, wrong direction, over there. um, Water covers the zodiac signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, so all of our fishies out there. And these are general readings, so take what works, leave the rest for someone else. And how I like to do my general readings is or my mid-years, is we look at the last 6 months, kind of see what's been going on in the energies, and then we'll look at what is coming in to be a guide or a guardian or support system for you. And then we'll take a peek at the future going forward, which allows you to kind of get an idea of what kind of opportunities are coming in, what doors are being made available, things like that. So that's how we like to do those. If you are interested in having a chart read, if you've never had one, there's a link in the description for a natal chart through Llewellyn. It's a basic natal chart. So it's not super intensive, but it gives you an idea of what was going on at the time of your birth and what kind of influences were coming in. So it is kind of fun in that respect. And then the other links are affiliate links for the different cards that I'm using today. With that, we will get started. So your first card is, and this is in the last 6 months here, water, the Nine of Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release your feelings of regret, fear, or worry to your angels. So this is really about how do you show up in the world? And how do you view the world? Sometimes we get into this mindset and this pattern of looking at everything through the glass half empty version, or we look at black colored glasses, so everything looks a little darker and dreary. So what is coming forward here with the Nine of Michael is you don't have to look at the world that way. You can literally change how your life is moving forward with a perspective shift. And that's what this last 6 months is what I'm feeling. For water is there's been this kind of an awakening, I guess you would call it, where things may not have been greatest in 25. I feel like 25 was a weird year for most everyone, but this year it's getting into this, okay, we need to start fixing some things. How do I fix them? We'll start with, how do I show up in the world? How do I view the world as a whole? And so you've got this shift that's been coming, and it's been allowing you to see things a little bit more clearly, but also showing you the more positive aspects, which is allowing those darker ways of viewing the world to fall away. Your second card is the Ten of Gabriel, asking your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. It's interesting with some of the tens, they actually come across a little upset, like, what are you doing? Why are you putting all this effort in by yourself? Why are you not asking for help? And the Ten of Gabriel is saying, you have more help than you realize. So this last 6 months, you've had a lot more support available to you, but this card is giving you a little bit of a call out, water. Have you been using your help? Have you been accepting the help when it's offered? Because what I'm feeling here for our water family is there may have been a couple periods where it's like, no, I can handle it on my own. I don't need your help. Okay, but it's not, because it's not being offered. And so you've got this energy that's coming in for the first 6 months. We have one more card here, sorry. But the first two are talking about how changing of perspective is a great way to shift your awareness into something better, and that's what water's been working towards. But it's also a little bit of a call out coming in with that Ten of Gabriel saying, you're not doing this by yourself. You have plenty of help being offered. Just reach out and accept it. There's no weakness in asking for help. Your last card is the Four of Gabriel. Time for the celebration, abundant rewards for hard work, releasing yourself from the burdensome situations. So you've went through a process in the first 6 months of this year where you've had to maybe change some perspectives on life, come to terms with maybe not knowing everything and needing to ask for some guidance along the way. And then the Four of Gabriel, which is bringing us up into the present moment, this is really about understanding the celebrations of life, things going well, things laying out the way they're supposed to. But I feel like water, there's been the first part of this year, you needed to go through some growth. You needed to have those kind of knock around days where you just get kind of tossed into the shadow realm for a minute to figure out what's going on so you could heal it and learn to ask for the help when you need it. And that's what's led you to where we're at now, where things are going better. Things are actually, you're getting the rewards that you've put the work in for, and it's allowing you to see the world from this very much higher spiritual place. But it's because you've had to put in the labor and the work. So it's not been an easy path to get where we are at here. Water. But now that you're here, you're able to really process and enjoy this message. Your guide or guardian and stone that's coming with this going forward, we have the Ascended Master Jesus Christ and Rosaphia, which is an interesting little stone here. The title of the card is Meaningful Sacrifice. You joyfully release what has been, so you open to what is needed. Your soul knows how to receive it, so you can give it and can receive. You are surrendering a surrendered channel for higher grace. In your faithfulness to the higher plan, you attract unlimited assistance, healing, light, and beauty into your heart. This gives you the confidence to let go, and you honor and are expanded and nourished by the devotion within your soul. So what this card is saying, it's actually the culmination of these other two, but it really lines up with the third one here, because it is your time to shine. It's time to understand the lessons that you had to go through, the bumps and bruises that you may have earned along the way. It's brought you to this point where now you understand maybe you had to sacrifice that on the altar of forgiveness or the altar of release, because to carry it any longer was a burden you didn't need, and you really don't deserve that. Let's be clear here, Water. That kind of heavy weight is completely unnecessary. So this first 6 months were about clearing that out. But in the moment and going forward, you're willing to continue to clean house. You're ready and willing to step into that higher state and embrace that energy. And you have the Ascended Master or the Son of God, Jesus the Christ. You also have Rosaphia. Don't know why I struggle with that stone, which is this guy right here, coming in to be supportive as well. So you are ready to keep moving on this particular spiritual journey you're on. And what I'm feeling with this one, Water, before we get to your last card, which is the opportunities that are coming up, is you've put in so much work to improve that you've actually went into an entirely different mindset and path ahead, where instead of being very focused on strictly, I have to get better, I have to get wealthier, I have to fill in the blank, something improve, you're now into that more of a spiritual mindset where, yeah, those things are important, but look where I've changed and how I've grown differently. So you've almost shifted mindsets altogether, timelines, if you will, which has set you up for a very interesting future. Your pathway ahead, the thing that's opening up to you, and there's another element that had this too. It's the central sun, abundance downloads, regeneration, and success. The energy on this card is the scarab beetle, but it's also the sun. And it's saying you have had to bury yourself, go into the shadows, so to speak, and then you have been reborn. You have stepped back into the light of day because you're willing to go into the dark water, and you actually have seen what's in there, and it really doesn't scare you anymore, which is great. But the path that's opening ahead of you is stepping back into the light of abundance and creation. And abundance is going to look different for everybody. For some people, abundance is the spouse and the kids. For others, it's the apartment of their own peace and quiet. So whatever it is that is your abundance, be aware or be open to this shift coming in for you. This first 6 months there was a lot of work there. There was a lot of things that needed to change, but it brought you to a state of release and readiness. Your going forward energies, which are these two here, you have a really strong call to offer service with this card. But then you also are being told that as you do this, it's actually going to uplift you further. It's going to regenerate your soul. It's going to help you see what you were meant to do when you put those intentions out in the first 6 months ago around January. And when we start to understand that sometimes the best thing that we can do is to allow things to be released from us, it really does change how you view the world. And you've already done so much of that world shifting that going forward, It's basically continuing the same thing, but now with a deeper understanding and a higher vibration that's aligned with it. So with that, I will let you guys and gals go. If you enjoyed this reading, drop a like, comment down below, especially if you saw something different with the cards. I read intuitively, so it's interesting to hear what other people have to say about them. And otherwise, while you're down there, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video, Water.